I wanted to take some time and discuss images for your website, in particular file size and the different types of graphics that you can use or images for your website. And it's important because over 50% of web browsing is done today on tablets and smartphones. So you want to size your image properly so it loads quickly. If you're not careful, sometimes you can load an image that's a meg file in size or bigger, and it would take absolutely forever to download to a smartphone or a web browser. So sizing is important. What you see in front of you now is a website called befunky.com, and it provides a basic free web editor you can use, a graphics editor that you can use to edit your photos to the proper size. So if you go to this website and you simply click on, let me go back here, befunky, and then just click on photo editor. So you've got your basic menu system here that'll get you going. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload a picture from my desktop. Let's grab this one right there. And you can see that it's fairly large. Now if I go and I just click my download to desktop, it gives me an option to save as JPEG or PNG. Now you notice a PNG right now, that would be 1.6 megabytes. For this class, you're going to want to use JPEG. But still, this photo is too big for you to place on any real website unless you're using it for a background or a fill for a container. So what we want to do is we want to go over and we want to edit this file down. If you notice, all I did was click on the edit button here, and that gives me some options to crop and resize. So what I'm going to do is resize this, and I'm going to leave my lock aspect ratio. So that means if I reduce this by 70%, all sides will reduce equally. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to make this 40% and tap out of there. Now that's about the right size for an image that you'll want to put in a website. So I'm going to apply that, and when we go over to the Save To desktop, you'll notice now that it's 30K, and that's acceptable. And if you click on Ping, you'll notice it's 290K. So clearly right now, depending on what type of graphic you're loading, or are you loading a logo, are you loading a picture, and it's important that the quality be good, you may want to go with a higher resolution image. But for the most part, using JPEG will be fine. I've also put in a link that explains the different graphic extensions and what they're used for and the benefits for each one, depending on what type of image you're trying to save. So I'm going to go ahead and save this image. I usually save it into a folder where I know that I've got images that have been reduced and are ready to load on the web. And that's why I've got these three folders here. I've got the pastor. This happens to be a friend of mine who's a pastor for a church in Pakistan. And I'll just simply go down here and I'll rename the file. And I'll call that Pastor Gil. And I'll save that to this folder. Now I know that that folder or that image has been edited to the proper size that I want. And we're done. So if you go over to another web page that I've loaded, and that's right there, I'll post this link. It's Design and UX. It's a good website that has a lot of information on website building and graphics. And if you look through here, you'll get a basic overview of the different types of images and their extensions. So I encourage you to read through that. I expect to see your images sized properly for the page when you start placing them in your HTML code. I hope this has been helpful, and I've got more videos to come. I want to thank you for your time, and let's keep up the good work.